So yeah, let's talk about holding money from utility companies.
Okay, withholding your money from utility companies. Essentially, the utility companies have kind of tricked us. It's not just utility companies; they're in league with the government, blah blah blah. But the utility companies are charging us twice, or we're paying them twice. The government's or this country's in a bankruptcy. Okay, and in a bankruptcy, there's a rule that he who brings a liability must also bring the remedy, which kind of makes sense because if there's no money, you're in a bankruptcy, there's no money, then if you're going to charge somebody something, you've got to give them a way of paying. So, he who brings the liability must also bring the remedy. So what's happening with the utility companies is they're giving you that remedy, but they're not telling you about it. And they're tricking you into paying them twice. Now, what's the remedy? The remedy is when you get your bill, okay, it's separated into two parts. There's the statement part at the top that tells you supposedly how much you've used. And the bottom part is what's known as a remittance slip or payment slip. If you look up the word remittance in a legal dictionary, it actually means a species of money, a type of money. But when they send it to you, it's not a valid type of money because it's not filled in. Doesn't have the date, doesn't have the amount in it. It's not signed anywhere. And these rules are set out in the Bill of Exchange Act 1882. So yeah, when they send it to you, it's not valid. So as soon as you fill it in, as soon as you sign it, put the amount in it, and put the date on it, now it becomes a valid species of money. So you can send that back in on its own, and that will be applied to your bill. When you send a check along with it, what they do is they take that and class it as an administration fee. And they keep your money that way. But in actuality, they've cashed both of them, and you're unaware of it.
So if everybody found out about this, then nobody paid their bills.
Well, essentially, what I advocate is actually still paying your bill. It's just that they're double dipping and they miss out on that sort of double dip. There are other methods to do this. The latest one that apparently works now is, and because this is evolving, so as we do things, they do things to counter and so on. But this is evolving. The latest one is along with the remittance slip, other people have created a promissory note, which is literally a piece of paper that says, "I promise to pay the bearer the sum of blah blah blah," and you sign it, date it, and now that becomes a species of money according to the Bill of Exchange Act. In fact, the money in your pocket is a promissory note. Somewhere it says, "I promise to pay the bearer," and there's somebody's signature on it, and it's actually an invalid promissory note because it's not dated. Or actually, that's wrong. That's actually wrong. It's on demand, so it is dated. But there is a reason why it is invalid, and I've forgotten what that reason is. But anyway, when you write out a promissory note, and you write it out for maybe £10 more than the amount is, and that you're just giving them a bit of money for their administration fee, for their processing of monetizing this promissory note. But in effect, now you've given them their double dip, so they're happy now, and that's the very latest thing that people are actually trying, and it seems to be working. Now,
is there lots of these? I'd call it getting away with shit. Is there lots of those?
Well, that's
completely just slightly off track.
it's not actually getting away with stuff. This is the thing you've got to get out of your head, because what's really happening is they're getting away with it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, you're just coming back into your power and saying, no, I'm not going to give away my signature anymore. Yeah. This is what you're doing. Your signature is the most powerful thing on this planet. Yeah, your signature is worth an unlimited amount, and this is the thing we don't realise. We have the power. You can go into a bank, okay, and come away with £100,000 as a loan. Yeah, what do they take from you for that £100,000?
Your signature.
Your signature, just your signature. You see the power of that signature now. Yeah. So with your signature, if you write your promissory note, you've created money, and that money is your promise to pay, your promise to work, use your energy. Yeah, that's all there is. Your unlimited energy, and that is what the money is. And you supply it, not banks. Yeah. So this is why signing that remittance form is powerful, because you've created money now, and they can monetize it as credit for that they can use. I don't know where to go from that.
Would they into the fractional reserve as well? Would they? Or is that
and they can fractionally reserve it as well.
Fractional reserve has become 10 times more powerful.
Exactly. You can see the whole trick now. The whole. When you have that aha moment, it's like staggering. Yeah.
Especially because what we were talking about beforehand was, what you understand is that everyone has because you're part of this company, which is the UK. You have millions. Well, no one knows the figure, do they? They're assigned to you, basically, don't they? And this is what you're using to pay your bills.
But you don't have it now, because the government is the shareholder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they administrate that money. You don't have access to it now.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do now, we're finding out that we can now administrate this money. But that's a whole other side to this. This is the commercial redemption side, which I've not really got into, and we're not even sure is valid. We think that some people have been able to access that money, and the accepted for value approach seems to work, and that is accessing that money. But I haven't really gone into that.
It's cool. It's very cool. Very cool. Brilliant. It is just. It makes you just step back and go, oh yeah. Oh, it's all just.
Well, you think about it, they don't teach us at school anything about money. I mean, money's about the most important thing in this society. Why don't they teach us anything about it?
They can't, do they?
They can't. It's a confidence trick. Yeah. And it's 180 degrees from the way we think of it. We think that money comes from somebody else, but it actually comes from us. When you get a loan, they present you with a loan agreement. Yeah. What do you think that loan agreement is?
What is it?
It's a promissory note.
Yeah.
I promise to pay back 3 times the amount if it's a mortgage. So that what they do, that promissory note, they monetize it. They put it into an account and cash it. And now they give you that money and say, now you have to pay it back to us. But you created that money. It's your promissory note. You created that money. So transaction's over with. You don't have to pay them back, because they didn't do anything. They just went, thank you very much, and here you go.
Yeah. They didn't go and get the money, did they?
They didn't move any money or anything. They didn't say, oh, here's some of our money.
They didn't go, oh, James wants a loan. Can we have some money? And then physically took money and gave it to me.
No, that's it. It's like
it makes my head hurt, the whole money thing, though, man.
Yeah.
Genius.
Genius, you think that you're handing over this loan agreement, and they're saying, oh, thank you very much. Okay, here's the money. Yeah, and you have to give this money back. Yeah, but no, they're just going, okay, and here it is.
I suppose that's why.
Yeah.
Fundamentally,
It's just numbers, isn't it?
that's why fundamentally no one can give you an invoice or a contract because no one wants to
It's
stand
even,
back.
today it's even more effective because nobody actually, people are moving away from physical money.
Yes.
So
That's
now
why.
it's even more effective, man.
That's why. So you can't change anything. It's when they get their own way and they put that chip in your arm, yeah, which is what they want to do, so that you have a chip in your arm and that has your money in it, and they're moving towards that. Okay, as soon as that happens, you've got no recourse.
God, what was that film I watched on the plane on the way out to Thailand? And basically, you get to 26.
Oh yeah, in time, yeah.
Oh,
And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's here now. If you run out of money, what have you got? So we're scrabbling to get money to keep ourselves alive.
yeah.
It's just that in time is just the next logical progression.